Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be me showing you some of my artwork. I'm going to explain a little bit about the paintings, and even though this will mostly be in English, I will use some Swedish phrases to describe things and stuff like that, so bear with me with that. Okay. As you know, I paint a lot. I'm a painter, an artist, not just an ASM artist, but well. So, I want you to get comfortable and just relax while I show you this. And yeah, let's just enjoy this together. The first one is this one, which is Möja Church. Möja is the island I live on, which most of you people know. And this one is painted on a hard canvas. It has canvas on the front and paper on the back. So this is Möja Church. I hope you can see it. I'm trying to do the best I can to show you the whole painting. Möja Church. I just turned off my radiator. It's pretty warm in here as it is. The next one is a canvas that is on a frame, a wooden frame. And this is two old people riding what we in Sweden call a spark, a kick. It's a wooden sleigh, more or less, which you use your legs to like give speed to, so to speak. And this is on Möja Island, on a place we call Landhamna. You can actually see the ocean here. And these are parts of Möja. This is like a bay that goes in here. Goes all the way up on this side too. All of these paintings are acrylic. And I have actually used a vehicle like this when I was younger. It takes some energy and some strength in your legs to make them go, but they kind of work. Nowadays, though, I don't think there are many left on the island, but there are some people who still uses it. So yeah, I call this one simply Watch Out. Next up we have a little one, a little one, which is simply called Lighthouse in Moonshine. And this lighthouse over here is Pålkobbsfyr, the lighthouse on the island Pålkobb, and it's setting at night. So you can see you have the moon here, which mirrors in the water. I'm not going to touch this so much because this one is actually sold. So a customer has bought this. I just wanted to show it to you. It's also on a canvas that's tightened over a frame of wood. But yeah. I'm going to put this over here. The next one is a fishing boat. which is painted in acrylic on the same cardboard box kind of thing that has canvas glued on the front. And these fishing boats were used a lot on the island back in the days. There are still some in use, but I can only think of one that's actually used for fishing. And that's the restaurant on the island called Wikströms Fish. And they use one of these to go out early in the morning to lay nets to get herring, or well, any other fish too, but mostly herring, I think. And you can actually see two fishermen on the boat, maybe discussing the catch of today. Okay, that's simply called fishing boat. Next up we have this, which are two deers, rådjur, on a field or a meadow. Spring maybe, you can see the trees are flowering, spring flower, white spring flowers. And there's maybe the mom and her kid, perhaps. I didn't give it that much thought when I painted it. I just wanted to paint it. And it's also canvas and cardboard. The size of these in Sweden is called A3. So yeah. This is a pretty common sight when you ride on the island and look out on the fields and meadows. You see the deers, rådjuren on the fields almost every time you go somewhere. There's a lot of deer on the island. So, talking about wildlife, this one I called The Hunter, and it's a little funny picture. You can see the huntsman with his rifle here, and he obviously took a nap on his weight while waiting for the moose, which is smiling and just looking at him. And he has a little bottle here. Maybe he took a schnapps. Schnapps too many. And he sits on a blanket, and there's a little rabbit looking at him too. He doesn't see anything. He's just asleep. I call this one hunting pass, jaktpass. And it's also the same tightened canvas over a wooden frame. Once upon a time when I was younger, I was actually on a moose hunt with a gang that we have on the island that are hunters. And I remember mostly me sitting like this because I was pretty bored, I remember, because we never saw a moose or a deer or anything. It was just walking around in the forest, at least where I was. Anyway, yeah. Jaktpass, hunting pass, or hunting waiting for the hunt. Next one we have a little more, shall I say, it's lively picture. And this is waiting for the boat, winter time, in one of the, well, there are different jetties that boat go from on the island, and this is Strömmen, the stream it's called, and yeah, I've gone from this point many times, and you can see it's early in the morning and a boat has just arrived and all the passengers are waiting on the boat. They have like their baggage with them here, and I think I even painted a dog here somewhere, but it's hard to see. But I think it's here somewhere. You can. So yeah, and you can see it's early morning, so the sunrise is coming up, but the stars are still up. You can see here. Waiting for the boat, and this is on the main island Möja, and there's a stream between, but over here is the southern part of Möja, which is not connected to the main Möja. So if you're going to go from here to there, you have to take a boat between the jetties, a rowboat, this boat, or something like that. But yeah. And here we have another winter motif. This is the fisherman, and he's pilking, which is fishing on the ice. You drill a hole with a drill that's on his. Oh, and this is also one of those kicks that I talked about in the first picture, but it's hidden a bit under the snow there. And he has his bag and a thermos of coffee maybe, and there's a fish that he has caught. And in the background we have Paul Cobb's Fyr, that's the lighthouse which was on the painting in the moonlight. And we have some frisky guy on skis over here, and this is actually the ocean that's full of ice, and this is the island opposite the island I live on. But this was a common sight back in the days. Nowadays we don't get these kind of ices anymore. I think I haven't seen an ice like this since I was a kid. You could actually drive a moped between the different islands when I was young. I am 51, so I feel a bit old, but and here we have some birds, probably feeling the smell or smelling the fish, and just want to make sure that they are nearby, because maybe he leaves some smaller fish for them. And finally we have this. This guy over here is Jeppe. He was kind of a legend on the island. He was a friend of mine. He passed away a couple of years ago, but I will always remember him. He was a sailor who sailed the 7 seas, more or less. I think I had actually told you about him in some other video. but he was a close friend. He was like my grandfather almost, so to speak, but also a buddy. We drank together and partied together. And he also started Möjas only liquor fabric. They make körvelbrännvin, which is I don't know I actually don't remember the word for körvel in English, but it's kind of a licorice tasting herb that he imported from his voyages from Spain, I think. Spanish körvel spansk. Anyway, he built a liquor or booze factory on the island that actually sells his booze to restaurants and so on, and I've drank a lot of that. After he passed, they took his old farmhouse and they built a bar in it. Jeppes bar, a restaurant. And I think he would have been proud to see that his legacy lives on. So this is Jeppe. Carl Ivar Lindfors, as he was really called. It was his real name, but they call him Jeppe. And he always smoked. He rolled his own cigarettes, and his fingers were kind of yellow from the nicotine. Also his beard, you know. And I worked with him also. We put up fences for his sheeps and things like that. Fed the sheeps, and he was a really nice guy to hang out with. But he had one hell of a bad temper. So you didn't want to get on his bad side. I simply call this the booze baron. Well, that was a couple of my paintings I've painted recently. There are so many more that I just picked out a few for you guys. But if you want to see more of my paintings, please comment in the comment section below, and I will do another video like this. I hope that you found this not just interesting, but also a bit relaxing. So yeah, spring is in the air, but you know, it's almost March, but March is a tricky month. One day it's sunshine and like 10 degrees warm. The next day it's snowstorm. So you never know what you get in March. Well, that was everything I had time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share and like. And I will see you in the next video, whatever that might be. Okay, there can't be any light without darkness, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.